Hello and welcome back. So last example we have understand about how a class can maintain its state, right? So in this video, let's see how a functional component can maintain its data. So it is slight different when compared to the class. So first of all, what I do is I go to components, I create new JavaScript that is something called student.jsx. Okay, so I need to have a structure. You go to functional component text file and paste it. I got the same student. If you want, you can change the name as per your file name, but my file name is same as student. So I keep it as it is. And then I go to app. I comment the employee. I write only student. Okay. So you check, you got only welcome to student. That's fine. Now in this, I want to maintain my own data. How you maintain? It is not like class base. Just you can write an object. It is completely different. Here to maintain the state in functional component, we have to use a new concept called hooks. Okay, so here React hooks comes into picture. Okay, so what is React hook? React hook is a special functions of a component. So React hooks is not something new, which is like it's a special function. Okay, and which is having a special syntax as well, and each hook can be used for a different purpose, for state management, for fetching data from server, for callbacks and all. Okay, so a special function of a component to maintain the state. To maintain the state, what is a hook is use state hook is a function. Okay, so use state is a predefined. Okay, never change any keyword or character or lowercase uppercase, it is exactly same. This is one hook, like use state hook, use callback, use history, use location, like too many things are there. Going forward we'll see, but as of now the very first one, use state hook. Use state is a hook. It is having its own syntax also. What is the syntax is, let me change the language to JavaScript. Yeah, syntax looks like this: let an array is equal to use state. It is like this. Okay, and you see it having some data, and inside you have state and set state. Okay, and here's some data. This is the syntax of use state hook. It looks something new. Before you understand that, I'll tell you. Generally, to maintain some data, what you do, you create a variable, you create an object, you create array, right, to hold some data. Same way, let's see. Let student is equal to an object I want to create. Name is John, and course is some BTech, like this. So this is generally you will create a data or object in JavaScript programming language. But same thing I want to maintain in React.js, and that to using functional component hooks use state is like this. See, observe very closely. Let name of the variable and actual value of the variable. Okay, so when come to use state hook, let an array is equal to use state. Okay, this is the structure. Inside this use state having an object, right, that itself is a state object. In the state object I will write this. So assume my state is student object, so I write like this: use state, the value I substitute as it is here. So use state inside what is there, that itself is your state. Okay, and the use that value should contains a variable, right? That variable is state. And what is this special one is, if you want to update this particular data, this is required, and this is not a variable, it is a function. This is variable name for this data, and this is a function to change this data. Simple, right? So let's see how practically. Now I want to maintain a student data. How you maintain is, let an array is equal to use state. That use state come from React. In the use state, I want to have some data. What is my data? Name is John, and the age, or else just a course, BTech. And what is the name of the state? You can say state only, and function set state. I'll tell you how to use set state later. As of now, this is the structure. Okay. Now I want to use it. Let's make a card structure, card body. I want to use the name and course. How to use the name? Tell me. Name, expression. Yeah. How to read a state is a variable to access the whole state. Okay. If you wanna see, I write a pre-tag expression JSON dot stringify of state as it is. If I write a state, what happen? The whole state object will come. Check. The whole state object has come. Name is John, course is BTech. I want to use just name. So state dot name. So I'll say what here? State dot name. And then just say age you want. I guess it's a course. State dot course. Now check. Name is John, course is BTech. If you want to have a next line, PR tag. Name John, course BTech. Like this. And this is just raw data. If you don't want, you can remove it. Okay, fine. Sir, what about I want to maintain multiple students data? You can actually do one thing. In this particular object, you can take um, it's like this students and array, no semicolon, array. In that first object, name is John, course is BTech. Next, one more object. So name is Laura, course is MBBS. Okay, fine. Then how can you read them? State dot students is an array in that first element. So state dot students of 0 dot name. State dot students of 0 dot name. And here students of 0 dot course, like that. You want to have one more card, copy the card and paste it. Let's say it is 1, it is 1. Okay, so now check John BTech, Laura MBBS. Okay, this is how you maintain the state in a functional component. Okay, fine. Now one more thing you can do, a small change in this. Instead of reading state dot student dot name, you can destructure it. Instead of saying state dot student, you can actually destructure. Let something is equal to state. Normal ES6 what's called destructuring concept. So from here I read only students. For example, you have students, lecturers, like too many things are there, then you can read them directly. So if you destructure like this, then no need to specify the state. Just say directly students of name and student dot course because of destructuring concept. This is destructuring in ES6 or ES 2017. Okay, this one. One more thing is, if you don't want to write multiple times card and card, you can loop it also. So let's see the looping in a coming example, but as of now this is fine. Okay, so now we understand the state concept in functional components also. So next example uh, we'll see the bootstrap configuration, because as of now we are using just normal CSS. I don't like this normal CSS. Let's configure a bootstrap setup so that you can make some rich UI. Okay, so let's see the bootstrap setup in the next video. Thank you.